Hey guys,
Hi, Jack.
Robin with the
Inwits.
Inwits. So we don't know what's happening at the moment. The Australian episode has not gone up on our YouTube because we've had so many technical difficulties, but hopefully we're...
Yeah, it's weird. There were difficulties filming, there's been difficulties formatting, there's been difficulty transferring.
It's crazy. It's frustrating on our end, so we are sorry. It should have been out yesterday, but it's not, and... Anyway, we've got to keep moving on, and so we're on to, this is our first episode of Heroes, Healers and Hustlers, back onto American season, which went so fast, considering what we're used to. I'm used to watching the Australian one now, which is longer, and also usually watching it with ads. With the American one...
The great thing is, you see how the Americans do things differently, right? It is like, Jeff's on the boat and he's like, okay, game on. It's not like...
It is game on.
It's just boom.
But you know
the other thing I love is the explosiveness of it. Like it's like game on. You've got to get all this stuff from the boat to the beach.
Yeah, but that's what they did here. That's what we got. Yeah, but they did that for us in the Australian season.
But they cut it quicker. They cut it quicker.
The cutting's a bit quicker. Okay, because and we got fire straight off. Like that was it.
That's what I mean.
The winner gets a massive fire. The other one gets a flint.
Yeah.
So we did get that, but I was like, you know what? I really like the Australians' bigger format at the moment.
Okay.
But it's hard because we are right at the business end, and we're now at the early days.
Exactly.
So the early days is always pretty hard to kind of get into anything.
But it is explosive. Look, they get them on from the boat to the fire challenge is probably 5 minutes?
Well, apart from the Hustlers team who are just...
No, I love Jeff's comment. They really are lost at sea, and then
it's like, and the Hustlers haven't even realised what game they're on.
Yeah, this is fantastic commentary from Jeff. Jeff's a great guys.
But it's funny, like consider like JLP for our season's gotten a lot better. He's far better as a host, and this time around Jeff's like he's 35 seasons in.
Yeah, of course.
Jonathan.
Of course.
Mr. LaPaglia is only 2 seasons in, so there's a bit of difference.
Even listen to Jeff's commentary while they're on the boat. They're all running around, scrambling, grabbing stuff left, right, and crooked. And he's like, "This is madness," and he's giving this running commentary of who's doing what.
You know what was funny that I don't think I've seen before?
Right.
Jeff's cutaway to "Let's go, jump on the boat."
Yeah. Oh no, I hadn't seen that before.
I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah,
a little bit of Jeff. I mean, we all love Jeff.
Well, you even see him leap out of the boat into
but
the water.
He almost went down.
Right,
it wasn't clean leap.
No, but he leaps in the water. We don't normally see that either.
Yeah, I thought that was a little bit of strange bit of an edit.
Well, there is one other troubling aspect to this, which I did not expect. And I thought about at the end of last American season when they announced this season that there was going to be 3 tribes at the beginning, Heroes, Healers, and Hustlers. And I thought, normally it's 20 people. How are you going to split them into 3 tribes? Are you going to get 21 and have 7?
Yeah.
But this
666.
Yeah, it's 18. Normally there's 20.
Yeah.
It's 18 contestants, which means even though it's 39 days, still it's actually going to be a shorter American season.
Or it might not. What we may see is a couple of episodes similar to we get in Australian episodes with non-eliminations.
Oh, non-elimination or redemption.
Or, and we will get a bit of that. Like I'm pretty sure we might get a couple of non-elimination leagues to come in, which would potentially see a merge swap.
Yeah, that
go
would
to 2 tribes because we have done 3 before.
Yes, of course.
They've done 3 before.
And,
no, it wasn't Blood and Water. It was I can't remember the season. But
another
it was
one.
Brains,
that
Prawns,
Pretty Broody. That's right.
Yeah,
with Cass and
So they've done it before and it works fine there.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
We won't see them. We won't see the 3 tribes for very long, and it just shows like, you don't have much time in a smaller tribe.
Oh,
in the Australian ones, we've had a tribe of 20 each. We've had these massive tribes. So unless you've really stood out, you're gone. Whereas now, you go to tribal here, there's 6 of you left. There's not even 6 left in our season right now with 10 days to go.
That's right.
There is not much room to move. You've got to play instantly.
Oh, that's right. As we saw in this tribal, it's on.
Oh, it's on.
There's no real... I mean, even though it's an easy vote, right, they still had to play.
And
Chrissy, I think, showed that, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, I don't think it's an easy vote straight away.
Oh, no.
But it's the simple we're better for. We're we'll quickly get the numbers, but I don't know. There's people that I just vote out straight away in certain tribes because you already know they don't fit tribe dynamic.
Of course, yeah.
And I am going to be so bad with names. We just had a quick look at the names then because some of the names weren't even mentioned on the first episode.
Like Simone.
Simone, she wasn't mentioned, but I thought maybe she has a potential to go far.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to remember them. All I know is,
you will remember them.
All I know is the weird Tony kind of guy.
Oh no, he's not Tony.
No, he's not
Tony.
He's not, but he's coming out strong, and I feel like he's
your classic Survivor
bully.
Watcher. No, he's your classic watcher that thinks he's a hard player. There's a difference between being a hard player and thinking you play hard.
I just think he came out bullying.
Joe, right? Joe
I just say he looks like a Tony. He's bald, he's big, and he's kind of using his physical presence, but he's not using it well.
I have more strategy than all of them put together. They are all my victims, right?
Yeah.
I already beat them. This is the sort of attitude, but people who start talking like that from episode 1 usually don't last long.
No, they're not going to last very long.
What they think they're capable of and what they actually can do are two very different things.
Yeah.
And this is a guy who's watched and think, oh, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that. And he'll find out really rapidly
that he can't.
No, he can't.
Yeah, there'll be other people have their own agendas, and that's what's going to happen.
Well, I think, he thinks he's actually doing a good thing by trying to put the pressure on Mike, right? All he's really displaying to the others is, this is the way I'm going to treat you after Mike's gone.
He did do that. He did do that in private, though. So that's to his credit there. He went and did it in private.
The only problem I have with that is we only saw one of them, but Mike actually said in his one-to-one camera, he's pulled me aside a couple of times to do it.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So we don't know whether he's actually done it in front of the others yet. So, but anyway, that attitude's going to come through. His days are numbered.
Side note, how ridiculous do I look without a beard?
I think you look okay.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not used to it. I had to shave it yesterday.
You've given up on getting on the show, haven't you?
No, it wasn't that. My agent messaged me with a last minute audition. Opened the audition, it's like no beards. I'm like, no! I was shattered, so I shaved it off. I'm not used to it. I was trying to grow up to the end of the Australian season.
I really don't know what to say to this. Anyway.
My vain moment. Oh, I don't know, because I find myself now comparing. I think I've seen so much of a 39-day season, and we know what to expect.
Oh, we know what to
I'm
expect.
really liking a 55-day season because it makes my brain go, okay, well, how do we play this game?
Look, American season, like Australian seasons, always start slow. They have to.
I don't think it started slow.
No, but what I mean is they all start slow because nobody's up to speed. There's not going to be any really great gameplay simply because there's no really good players facing off.
Yeah, I know, but I was going to say, so the production team handed them an amazing opportunity straight off the bat.
Well,
look, for a game changer, you have...
No, look, I was actually in your... That's the way I was thinking about it to begin with, that it was like a massive advantage.
I mean, we get a super idol.
As just a find on the boat.
Yeah.
When I heard it was the super idol, right, I was like, oh, that's too strong to just find on the boat, right?
But it's only available.
But it's only available for the very first
I thought that was great.
It was a great... But the other thing I loved about it was they said, if your tribe doesn't go to council, you have to give it to somebody who is going to council. And that's what I mean. It was so restricted in its use. I thought it was a really good twist.
Yeah, I thought it was a great little addition, and I love the fact, because usually we talk about this, never talk about idols, never talk about idols. You've only got one day to use it.
Yeah.
It was a great way to bring Devon in.
That's right, exactly, right? Like, this is a one shot. This is good for the very first...
Yeah.
Why not tell Devon about it?
Yeah, this is straight off the like, this is your first moment. You've got a couple of seconds.
You can't lose, and it's a play after the vote, so you can't lose by it.
Yeah, you can't lose by it. It's such a good way to play this game, like, to use that idol to your advantage.
So Ryan did a really good job talking to Devon.
Yeah, I think he did a great job.
I think he's picked a really good guy to go with in Devon because... One, Devon is actually big.
Yeah.
He's going to have that physical threat target.
Yeah, so he'll be the shield for Ryan.
He'll be a great shield for Ryan. But on the other hand, Devon seems to have synced with Ryan, like in the sense of like Devon believes everything's Ryan's saying. You know what I mean? Like, so if you've got somebody who believes everything you're saying and is going to be a shield for you, it's pretty much a perfect.
Yeah.
It's a perfect partner to go ahead with.
Yeah, I just thought, and even gifting it, he's given it to the person who's an underdog, who would have been voted.
Well, actually, the funny thing is, in the challenge when she threw up.
Oh, Was she just so excited? Is that why she threw up? Like,
I
why
think she was just
throwing
so
up?
upset with losing that they were going to tribal. Like, you know, it was a real gut churning moment. But when she felt as soon as she
because that was the heroes, yeah. The heroes lost.
Yeah,
and they chose the longest puzzle. They got to choose first.
I know, this is weird, isn't it? You've got the longest, like, they looked at it and they've gone, that's a maze we know, sort of thing. But they didn't actually think about it and think, hang on, it's the longest.
It's the longest maze. What were you thinking? I was like, it's an easy one.
Strangely enough, Hustlers picked the second longest maze.
The Hustlers got the final choice. They were last, weren't they?
No, they got the second choice. They got the second longest maze.
Oh, and that's right, they did too.
Yeah, Healers was actually left with the best maze.
It was just a straight line.
Yeah, straight line.
You just had to balance it, and within a second they knew the strategy, keep it against the wall, and then the other wall is rolling down.
Yeah, it's rolls down and boom, boom, boom.
What a terrible decision on the hero's part.
And the Hustlers.
Yeah.
Healers get the default best choice because
they came last. They were coming last. It made no sense to those. I was like, that's just silly. But that you think she threw up because she was upset at their choice?
No. I think she threw up because it was like, oh God, we're going to tribal.
And she, oh God, that's a liability, isn't it? That's a liability to have on your tribe who can't handle the heat.
Well,
God, we haven't even started playing, and she's already cooked.
No. Well, this is the thing. I think somebody like people have adjustment periods. I think she's gone through the first tribal, so the next time it won't be as. And I think she did.
That was funny. But let's be honest. Yeah. Why didn't she throw up over the balcony?
Well, that's what I couldn't figure out why she just
collapsed. Why'd she just collapse there and then throw up just around everyone? You're up. You can throw up over the balcony.
I know you can, or you can even walk down to the beach a bit and have a go, right? But you know, if you do it right there at somebody's feet, that is times when, you know, as we heard Jeff say, you know, medical.
Yeah, I'll get medical for a bit of vomit.
We can get medical for you.
Yeah, check you out.
And she's like, no, you know. I'm
just
like,
overwhelmed. She vomited because she was overwhelmed. Look, coming in, you know, I looked at them and I was like, you know what? I kind of like Alan.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Then all of a sudden I don't like him. Because we know, like, I know.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of a strong black dude.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I love, like, James has been one of my, he's definitely in my top.
Yeah.
When he ripped out that tree on whatever season was his first, I will never forget it. I just remember him ripping down a tree and he was awesome. So when I see Alan here, I'm like, yeah, strong NFL dude. Yeah, he's going to rock.
Yeah. And then he detonates.
He just, not really. He just kind of was a little bit loopy, wasn't he? I'm not crazy. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
You got an idol. I'm just trying to put stuff out there. No, you're putting a target on yourself, really.
Well, this is the thing. You know, when it actually gets to the point where somebody is willing to actually take all their clothes off to prove they haven't got Michael, right?
The poor bastard.
That is extreme.
Was that Cole?
Yeah. No, that was JP.
JP.
But that's extreme.
It's like, I don't have an idol, mate. What's that bulge in your pants? Yeah. It's my dick.
Yeah,
here
you
go. My pants are down. I know, but
he's like, here, have a look, right?
Yeah.
But this is the thing, you know, Alan's done in front of everybody. Now, like...
Well, he only did it in front of those two, but that's enough in a tribe of 6.
I think Ben was watching as well.
No, he went over to Ben after. With that moment was just the 3 of them.
But look, with how loud their voices were, I think everybody heard it, right?
Yeah, of course.
And I'm sure it would have been discussed once you went to get water or something, right? But that was just crazy.
That was crazy. That was not...
Up until that moment, I was like, this guy could actually go
Yeah, I thought he could go deep. I thought he could go deep in the game, and then that happened, and I'm like, I don't understand, like, on a tribe of... on a tribe of 6, going to tribal.
You don't want to target on yourself.
You don't want to target on yourself. And that's where I agree with you with the whole sense of it's an easy vote. If you've got the majority, you just kind of have to... You don't have time. You've had 3 days to bond.
Exactly, 3 days.
You got to just make best impression. First impression lasts here, especially on a tribe of 6. Because if you don't win again, who's going?
Who's going? That's right.
You're causing a little bit of chaos in the tribe. And who was the one that the idol was given to? What was
Chrissy.
Chrissy, yeah, she's a bit older. But we've already gotten rid of Katrina, the other old... Was it Katrina?
Yeah, Katrina.
We've already got rid of the other older person, so you're now more of a liability. Really? Well, I'd be getting rid of you.
The thing is that,
because Ben doesn't want it. Ben's like, why are you doing this?
Yeah, exactly. Ben, even in the tribal, he was like, look, we had it all worked out, and now it's all sort of gone to chaos. This is his very words.
It's not needed.
No, exactly. But Alan's the source of it. Right? Alan's the mix-up, and this is the problem I have here is that I don't think that his idea was, and this is the way he's explained it to camera, was he wanted to put a target on them, right? I think it's backfired. I think all it's done is shown to people. People are sitting there, like definitely JP and Ashley. They're going, can we work with this guy?
They're going, can I put up with this for another 36 days?
Right?
Probably not.
That's right, and that's what I mean. I think Alan's actually putting himself on the bottom of the fall.
Yeah,
by doing what he's done. Right?
100%.
Right? And I think Chrissy, to talk about Chrissy for a moment, she's gotten this amazing idol from.
What a waste! What a waste of a gift! What a waste of a gift!
But no, let's put it in context. So, yeah,
she gets a present at the end of it. She can keep that for herself.
Yeah, but she actually played herself in the position where she knew Katrina was going home, not herself, so she didn't need it.
No, she didn't need it.
No, but all I'm saying to you is like, we didn't see a lot of Chrissy, but she's actually managed, like, the choice was between her and Katrina. She's actually managed to get them to convince them to pick Katrina. So she must have some capability there, like, to manipulate people.
No, I just think, you of all people, wanting aggressive idol plays and given an opportunity for an aggressive idol play, this is a moment where you can literally go, you know what?
Yeah.
Alan, you're causing chaos.
Well, all she had to do is play the idol and then just vote someone. Yeah. She could have voted. She could have gone to Katrina and gone, let's vote Ben.
Yeah.
Right? Or let's vote Alan.
Yeah,
right?
we got to stick together. Like those two, they are weaker targets. They are the weak links in a strong tribe. But, sometimes camp life could be, she could play that and go, you know what? I know this is what's happening, but right now, I think as a tribe, we'd be stronger if we were more in sync.
I think this is
Alan.
I think actually you've hit the nail on the head. I think she's tried to go let's keep the tribe. Let's try to get some unity going, right? She's decided to vote with them against Katrina.
I think she was just afraid to put herself out in more trouble because she already knew she's.
I don't know if she's afraid, but the other thing is, I don't
think it's fear either. It's just knowledge of I'm an older person.
Well, no, I think the other thing here is like, I think at your first tribal to come out with a power play around an idol is a pretty. Look, you would expect it of some players.
I would be doing it straight off the bat.
I would too, right? Yeah. Like I would be sending home who I wanted to go home straight off, right? Yeah. But that's we're experienced watchers. I don't know how we play.
I would play by playing that idol. I thought that was a wasted opportunity. So the production team gave her, or whoever had that idol for that first tribe, in a tribe of 6.
Oh, that's a pretty big thing at the beginning. You can actually.
That's huge.
But I think there is a.
She's just gone the passive.
I think she should have. She has. I think she should have done what you said. But I think the other side of it is, she's just sat there and gone, well, look, there's only going to be 5 of us left after this. I've got to get along with these people. I'm going to vote with the majority and hope like hell I can change something up. If she played the idol, got rid of Alan or Ben or whoever, right? Then you are drawing a line in the sand. You are saying it's us versus you.
Well, depending on how you went about it. Like I said, everyone's already knowing Alan is causing chaos at camp.
Yeah, a lot of it.
All you have to do is like, look, I know you want to get rid of us.
Yeah. I
just think there are some assets for us here.
Oh, for sure.
We can be taken along for the
Katrina
ride.
couldn't have been. Like, I mean, I hate the fact that we picked them just on age,
that's
right?
the thing,
Because Katrina's an Olympian, right? So she's going to have.
Like
we've
seen with
Ziggy, mental toughness, right?
Yeah,
take her into a challenge. She's not going to give up.
I just think I think we're judging a book by its cover just because they're older.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's right. And we see that time and time again. Like, who's the? I don't know. If someone out there knows, please tell us. What's the oldest competitor to have won the game?
I know the oldest competitor was 70 that competed.
I think the person I can think of who got the furthest as an older person what was his name?
Are you thinking when Audrey? The 70-year-old guy
who was driving around in the truck and he drove in the little. He had the tractor at one stage.
No, that's not him.
And he's played twice now.
No, in that case, it's not.
I think he's the furthest I know that's pretty far.
How far did he go?
Oh, he got well into merge.
Oh, okay.
Well and truly into merge.
Oh. The one with Audrey's millennial? No, not millennials. Audrey's season. right, with Debbie and everybody. There was the 70-year-old that made it to like 5, I think it was. And then he had the medical.
I think we're talking the same guy.
Yeah, and then he went to a reward challenge like too much, and he had to be medicated.
Yeah, and on the reward challenge, he was driving a tractor around the beach.
Oh, was that it? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was Audrey's biggest supporter, and remember, Audrey's game was destroyed by 2 of her followers being mediced out.
Yeah, right? yeah. I think that was him. I can't remember his name, but you know, like how they're not threats.
Season 33 with Ty. I can't remember.
Sorry. It just bothers me that you had a gift given to you.
Look, she could have used it.
You should have used it.
Should have used it. If you watch the show, you should have used it. But
100%.
The only benefit of the doubt I'm giving her is it's her first tribal.
She didn't want to rock the boat.
She's new to the game. She didn't want to rock the boat, and it's 3 days in. That's the only benefit.
That's no excuse. Well, 35 seasons in, no excuse. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, look, it isn't. And there is something that is surprising about the American season. Even though it's only the first episode, only one person actually went looking for an idol. Mike.
Yeah.
In Healers, right? He was the only guy that actually went, yeah, look, my 10-year-old son told me to look for an idol, so I better look for an idol.
Yeah, I know, but you got to pick your moments. I think those first few days where you are setting up and everyone's trying to...
is the perfect opportunity to do it.
No, I think it's the wrong opportunity to do it.
No, I think it is, because you can disappear and people will be busy and looking the other way. You can actually nick off for half an hour.
He disappeared and what happened? He's looking for an idol.
No, look, I wouldn't worry about that. Look, remember Ty in his first season, right?
Yeah.
He not only went out and looked for an idol, he was bloody obvious about looking for the idol, and it didn't really backfire on him at all.
No, right? It depends, and it depends on who. Yeah, like with Joe, it might. Yeah, I don't know.
I think Mike's on the ball. He'd go and look for the idol, even if they get suspicious. Doesn't matter. You get the idol. You have.
Well, didn't Dave? Was it Dave? Did that as well in Millennials Gen X?
Dave.
He ended up with the one against who went against.
Yeah. Well.
He did it straight away because he knew he's not physical, he's a big...
And in that first couple of days when it is chaos, you're building a shelter, you're after fire and all this other stuff's going on, right? You actually have a perfect opportunity to disappear for half an hour. Like you can just go and go, I'm going out to get some more bamboo for the floor or something.
Yeah, but that's what he did, and I think he was busted. I think you can do it, you got to be more subtle than he was.
I think the problem for him is this. Joe's just naturally suspicious.
And he's just a big old bully. I don't like him. Get rid of him.
Look, I don't think he's going to last long. He's got a terrible attitude. Terrible attitude. And like, if you sit down on your first one-on-one on camera and you go, they're all my victims. I have more strategy in my head than any of all of them put together.
Get rid of him.
That is just so... you're just not connected to the game at that point.
Yeah.
You're playing the game in your head and it's not real. Here's a question for you. When are they going to merge with 18 people? Are they going to merge at 10 like normal, or will they merge at 9? Or?
I think there'll be a tribe switch up and go to 2 in around 3 episodes.
Yeah, I agree with that. But when do you think the final merge will happen?
Oh, standard.
Standard, do you reckon? Okay. Who's your pick for who's going to win?
Yeah, we did say on last episode, which this episode might be uploaded before last episode, who we think we should... It's so hard because... One, the American season no longer shows you the opening credits. I think they ditched that many, many seasons ago now when I'm like, oh, I missed the full theme song. Where's my whole opening credits?
Actually, there is one other little thing I will touch on. And just goes back to last season of Game Changers. When they were on the boat, in Game Changers, Andrea picked up a parcel and threw it over, and that underneath it was the secret advantage.
Yeah.
And Sierra was the one that picked it up. Like saying,
right?
And exactly the same thing happened. The guy who's picked up something and revealed it,
not paying attention.
Yeah, not paying attention, and Ryan's got it. So
I look at that. The secret advantage frustrates and saddens me because it wasn't utilised. Like it really upsets me.
It was like the good thing in Game Changers was they actually Sarah ended up using it right, but Sarah also ended up getting it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It upset me that it wasn't used how it. They put it there to throw the game into a bit of turmoil and mix it up, and they just let it early, and that would have been great to take control for an underdog who is definitely going and to her defense, and I will defend her just this once, Alan is most likely the next person going from that tribe.
I think so.
So if she just didn't need to have the heat coming her way, I get it.
Look,
but you can change and you can take some power and take some initiative and really shape the way that tribe will go. They're not coming. They're not. If you pick the person that's disliked by everyone, out of that alliance, then I don't feel like...
And I think Alan's an easy pick there.
I think he's an easy pick. And if you just use some social skill...
His biggest supporter.
Exactly.
He's going to have to listen to Ashley and JP. And JP and Ashley are going to be going, we can't work with this guy.
I don't think Ben's his supporter at all. Ben got to him, and I think Ben just going to be like, man, I've aligned with the wrong person.
I hope this is the thing. I hope he's realised that. Because if he keeps going with Alan, he's going to go the same way as
I think Ben could go far.
Look,
he seems like he has a nice attitude, but it's it's the physical threats. Yeah. But there are a lot of big beefcake dudes this season.
Yeah, there are, aren't there?
There are just giant men.
Did they go around the gyms and go, do you want to sign up?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know what is
even
going on.
some of the women are pretty well built. Like Desi and Ashley are pretty well built. Like Ashley's a lifesaver or something, so And then you got Ryan.
I know. We've gone massive beefcakes and just him.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never seen a skinnier. Never seen a skinnier man on Survivor ever.
Well, I think he's actually smaller than Dave.
Oh yeah,
and that's saying something. Right?
He is a skinny fella.
But we may actually have in Ryan, and I think he's chosen, chosen Devon right?
Yeah.
We may actually have
a
Dave, a new Dave, somebody who's actually going to rise, and all he has is the ability. Like, he has no physical skills.
Yeah.
His only ability will be how he plays the game.
Yeah, and I think he'll be a bit of a dark horse. Yeah. I don't know. I'd like maybe Desi. I'd like to see go pretty far.
Desi, I like Desi.
I think she might go far. I'd love Devon to go far. I'd love Cole to go far. But
Devon can go two ways for me here, right? Do you remember Gen X versus Millennials?
Yeah.
And there was Jay, the real estate agent, who obviously liked to surf, right?
Yeah.
And then there was the other guy who hooked up with Figgy. I forget his name, Ethan or something. But he was a surfer, right? Taylor. He could be a Taylor, which would be a disaster, or he could be a Jay. Now, Jay, underneath that surfer image...
He had a game.
He had a game, right? So
there are moments of not much game there, but I kind of liked his attitude towards life.
I know, I do too, but that's what I mean. If underneath all that, there is actually a player, that would be great.
But it's really hard. Like, it is hard to pick someone when you haven't even heard their names mentioned.
Well, you wanted to do it off the photos.
Yeah, that person.
Yeah.
And I still, you know what? I would have preferred to do it off the photos and come in and go, well, who do I pick? I didn't even see all of them.
I know. Look, the annoying thing is, Joe and Alan, right? Yeah. If I had have picked them off the photo, now I'd be sitting here going, well, they clearly can't win.
They're not going to win. No. They're just getting screen time because they're full on.
Full on, exactly, right?
That's about all I got.
I like Patrick. Patrick seemed alright, the business owner, small business owner.
Yeah, sure. I don't even remember him.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yes. No, I remember saying...
The redhead guy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember going, he's going to burn.
Yeah, that's
he's
right.
Gonna burn
exactly.
real
bad, right? Yeah, same as me.
That is a white body under a really bright sun.
As soon as I saw him walking around with that shirt on, I'm like, you are going to be bright red really quick.
But I'd like to see some bigger tribes.
So name.
Which one am I going? Look, because I liked Devon. Why not? No, I actually... Ryan? I think Devon and Ryan
Look, I like Ryan. Actually, yes.
Okay.
I'm going to go Ryan.
I'll go Devon as my early winner pick.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going Ryan.
You know what? I'll go Des. I'm going to go Des.
Oh, okay. Desi, look, I think, even though you didn't see a lot, what I did see I really liked.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping Ryan turns out to be a Dave.
Okay, cool.
And Dave only missed out by,
Yeah,
anyway. That's it.
That's it. That's this episode. Let's hope it all went well. And hopefully...
Are you going to offer any buffs or anything?
Yeah, if you want a buff, just ask us.
Leave a comment, you get a buff.
Yeah, just ask us.
Yeah, okay, just ask us.
Yeah, just ask us and then email us your address and we generally check the emails. Yeah, we generally check the emails once a week, so when we're doing the show edit. But that's about it. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully this gets up online today.
Yeah.
If we're lucky because it's straight out.
Oh, you didn't check.
No, it's alright. I have faith. I have faith that this episode has worked flawlessly and we have no more issues. Alright, okay. I'm Robin.
I'm Jack.
We're the Inwits. See you next week.